Just imagine all of your favorite cards, special notes, and memorable photos gathered in one special place where you can enjoy them every day. In a world where greetings arrive as a quick text or email, a message or memory that you can hold in your hands feels extra meaningful. And these rare paper treasures deserve more than just a passing glance. But the fridge gets crowded, the mantel only holds so many cards, and before long our keepsakes are tucked in a box where no one can enjoy them. But they don't have to be. Hello everyone, Jennifer Maker here. It's a beautiful day to learn how to make this interchangeable greeting card hanger and turn those mementos into daily reminders of love, joy, and connection every time you walk by. Instead of hiding them away, your special cards, notes, and photos become part of your decor, held up by adorable mini clothespins attached to a pretty cascading ribbon. And the coolest part? The magnetic top panel changes with the seasons, transforming your wall into a celebration of life's little moments all year long. I've created 4 free designs for you so you'll be ready for the holidays, Valentine's Day, birthdays, and everyday occasions. This display even makes the days in between the holidays special. I'll show you 2 ways to paint and seal your display panels, plus how to prep your vinyl decals in Cricut Design Space and attach all the pieces to bring your project to life. Since the painted display panels need time to dry before adding vinyl and other details, I like to do this project over 2 days. On day 1, protect your workspace with a layer of butcher paper and bring out your paint and Mod Podge. I have 5 panels for my card hanger. I'll paint 4 of them for display today and leave the last one plain to make the back panel tomorrow. Every piece of wood has its own pattern and color, so examine your first panel and choose the side you like best for the front. Run a lint roller over the panel to pick up any dust or wood bits. Then lay the panel display side up on the butcher paper. Next, grab your chalk paint. I'm using teal for my first panel. Give it a good shake with the lid on tight, or open it up and use a paint stirrer. Dip your foam brush into the paint, then brush it onto the front and sides of your panel in the same direction as the grain. Let that first coat dry for about 2 hours. While it's drying, I'll paint my second panel red the same way. Once the panels are dry, add a second coat if you like, then let them dry for another 2 hours. After 2 coats of fully dried chalk paint, my color is rich and even. If you prefer a more natural look, you can create a faux stained effect with chalk paint. I'll demonstrate with my white paint. Fold a baby wipe into 4ths and dab on a little paint. Its moisture helps spread the color, so a paper towel won't work. Rub the paint across the front and sides of your clean panel in long, even strokes to apply a very thin layer to the wood. Let the first coat dry for about 10 minutes, then add a second coat if you like. This gives a stained look that lets the wood grain peek through. I'll paint my final panel brown the same way. Once your paint is dry, seal the panels to protect the finish and give it a polished look. Add a small amount of Mod Podge and use a clean foam brush to apply a thin, even coat over its front and sides. Let them cure for 24 hours. On day 2, your painted panels are ready to decorate. Grab your panels and cut vinyl decals. If you need help cutting them in Cricut Design Space, I'll walk you through how to do that once we have our hanger all together. Lay your first panel horizontally with the painted display side face up. Use a tape measure to find the panel's horizontal center. Mine is at 5 3/4 inches. Lightly mark it with a pencil at the top and bottom of the panel. Next, cut a piece of standard grip transfer tape just larger than your design's main vinyl decal. Remove the backing from the transfer tape and hold it in the shape of a taco, sticky side down. Center the bottom of the taco onto the middle of the decal, then smooth the transfer tape over the decal from the center outward. Burnish it using a scraper tool. Flip your vinyl over and burnish the other side, then gently peel away the backing. Curve your vinyl to find the decal center and crease the transfer tape at the top and bottom. Hold your transfer tape sticky side down and center the decal on the panel piece, using the pencil marks and creases to help with alignment. Once the decal is positioned, let the middle touch the panel, then smooth each side outward. Apply pressure to just the vinyl and not the empty areas. Burnish the decal firmly onto the panel, starting in the center of the design and working your way out. Starting in a corner, slowly peel the transfer tape away from the panel, keeping it parallel to the panel as you pull. Use your scraper tool to burnish down any vinyl that lifts from the surface as you go. If your design includes more vinyl decals, repeat the steps to add transfer tape and remove the backing. Lightly position the decals on the panel. For the Merry Christmas decal, be sure the poinsettia points sit between the wide leaves. Press and burnish, then slowly peel back the transfer tape. Erase the pencil marks and set it aside. Then apply the vinyl decals to your remaining painted panels. I'll add the birthday wishes decal to my teal panel and place the yellow flames above each letter I. The white Sent with Love decal goes on the red panel for Valentine's Day. And the white Just Because decal looks great against the faux stained brown panel. Once the vinyl decals are in place, you can add the final details. Lay the unpainted back panel horizontally on your work surface. Peel an adhesive magnet and match its magnetic side to another on the sheet to be sure they'll pair. Press the first magnet sticky side down in the top left corner. Then peel the matching magnet and stick its magnetic side to the one on the panel so the adhesive faces up. Repeat for the remaining 3 corners. Hold your first prepared panel display side up and lower it onto the back panel, aligning all 4 edges. Press along the sides to adhere the top magnets to the back of the display panel, then lift it off. The magnets now line up perfectly with those on the back panel. Attach magnets to your remaining display panels the same way. You can also use small pairs of command strips instead. Apply them in all 4 corners just like the magnets. Set aside the display panels, leaving the back panel face up. To add a hanger, turn on your hot glue gun. Use a pair of scissors to cut an 11-inch long piece of jute twine. Put on your finger caps to prevent burns. Place one end of the twine on the back panel at a slight angle, about an inch to the right of the top left magnet. Secure it with a generous amount of glue. Use the tip of your weeding tool to make sure the twine is fully submerged in the glue. Don't worry, the dried glue will easily peel off your weeding tool. Then place the other end of the twine on the panel, about an inch to the left of the top right magnet, and add hot glue on top. Next, cut 4 pieces of ribbon to 36 inches in length. You can use more or less if you prefer. Add a small dot of hot glue about an inch to the right of the bottom left magnet. Hold a piece of ribbon pretty side up and use a capped finger to press one end into the hot glue to secure it to the wood panel. Attach a length of ribbon an inch from the right magnet the same way. Then glue the other 2 pieces of ribbon evenly spaced about 3 inches apart between the 2 outer ribbons. Allow the glue to fully dry. Hang your project on a wall to check the ribbon length, and if you need to, trim the ribbon ends so they're all the same. To prevent fraying, you can apply a small amount of Mod Podge or Stop Fraying fabric glue to the back end of each ribbon. Attach one of the display panels using the magnets, and store the rest until you're ready to use them. Clip a few of your mini clothespins to each ribbon. And now you have a super cool interchangeable greeting card holder that's perfect all throughout the year. If you need help cutting the vinyl decals, head over to my free resource library at jennifermaker.com/781 to grab the free panel designs. Click Get a Password if you need one, or enter the library. Search for design number 781 and click on the project file to download everything you need. Inside the zip folder, you'll find 4 versions of my card hanger design that you can use for different occasions: birthday wishes, Merry Christmas, Just Because, and Sent with Love. There's also a DXF folder with cut files. and a PDF folder if you want to cut the designs by hand. Not sure how to upload SVG files? Just go to jennifermaker.com/svgs, and I'll walk you through it step by step. Here's how the 4 panel designs look on my design space canvas. The designs are sized to fit the boards in my materials list, but they can be resized to fit other boards. Just keep the lock icon closed to maintain proportions, and use the corner resize handles to adjust each decal size. To change the color of a piece to match the vinyl you'll cut it from, select it and click the color box. If the piece you want to recolor is inside a grouped layer, like the birthday wishes design, ungroup it first, and then change its color to match your vinyl. Would you like to design a decal for a different occasion? I have a workshop that shows you exactly how to create a custom vinyl decal in my Advance with Jennifer Maker program. I'll teach you how to use Cricut Design Space to format text and add accent elements, plus how to arrange everything in multicolored layers that cut exactly as they're laid out on screen. Find out more at jennifermaker.com/advance. Once your designs are set, your project is ready to cut. Make sure the correct machine is selected and click Make. On the Prepare screen, make sure the correct material size is selected for your materials. I'll leave all my mats at 12 by 12 inches and trim my value vinyl down to size to match the design area on screen, plus a small buffer. If the pieces on a mat are close together, like this white mat, click and drag the objects apart so you have room to trim them into separate pieces. I'll adjust my yellow and green mats too. Once your mats are set, select the first mat again and click Continue. On the Make screen, set the base material to value vinyl for your first mat and change the pressure to more. Then check the box next to Remember Material Settings to save time between each mat. Use a paper trimmer or scissors to trim your vinyl. Place your vinyl pretty side up on a green standard grip machine mat so it covers the design area on your screen. Use a brayer to make sure it's fully adhered. Check that your premium fine point blade is clean and in the clamp. Press the flashing load button to feed the prepared mat into your Cricut. Then press the flashing middle button to begin cutting. When it has finished cutting, don't unload the mat right away. Check to make sure the cuts went all the way through the vinyl, but not the carrier sheet. If you need a second pass, just press the flashing middle button again. When the cuts are complete, unload the mat but keep the vinyl in place for easier weeding. Use your weeding tool to carefully peel away the extra background vinyl, then poke it into sections of the vinyl you want to remove, such as the small areas inside letters. Gently lift the tool away from the design to remove the excess vinyl. If something lifts up by mistake, gently pat it back into place and keep going. Flip your mat over onto your work surface and roll it back to release the vinyl. Cut and weed your remaining mats the same way, making sure to match your vinyl color with the mat on screen. Use scissors to cut each of your designs into individual decals. Lay out all of the decals face up, keeping each design grouped together. And now they're ready to apply to the panels, just like I showed you. Use the twine to hang the back panel on a wall and pop on the front display panel that matches the holiday or season. Then use the clothespins to display special cards, meaningful notes and reminders, or some of your favorite photos. When you're ready for an update, just swap the display panel for the one that fits the occasion and update your showcase of mementos. I love a great project that you can keep all year long. And don't forget, if you want to create a custom panel to highlight your own special moments, check out my Advance program at jennifermaker.com/advance to learn how to do that. If you still need a Cricut cutting machine to cut your vinyl decals for this project, I do a free giveaway every month. Head on over to jennifermaker.com/Cricut giveaway for your chance to win. And if you're spending more time trying to figure out Cricut Design Space than actually making things, I get it, and I got you. I put all of my best tips and tricks into a guide I call the Cricut Coach Playbook. I filled it with easy-to-follow diagrams of all the things we do in Cricut Design Space, so you'll know exactly how to bring your designs to life. It takes out all of the guesswork and just gives you more time to do what you love, crafting and making things. Head on over to CricutCoach.com to grab your copy and make every crafting minute count. I hope you had as much fun making this as I did sharing it. Be sure to join our Facebook group at jennifermaker.com/cricketcrafters and share a photo in our group. And that's it for today. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.